Good evening. Hello there. Welcome to a little Tour 11 grind stream. Wednesday evening here in the UK. I hope you're having a lovely day. Jay, Niels, Mr. Galitz, and Randy, you secret assassins, silent assassins. You're probably secret as well. Right, we're just going to jump straight in it right now. Try and get some of these trophies back. I did think, do you know what, after the stream, I was watching Pete play on his stream, I was chilling with Kimmy, she had some nonsense on the telly, and I thought I'd just try and get some trophies back. Got my ass handed to me, just like on the stream. Very disappointing, so much work to do today. Dave, Albert, Terry, and Max, welcome. Thank you for being here. What's the tournament wind? But it's third tee, so it will just be tap it up there as far as we can with some right cut and leave ourselves hopefully a thorn. I wish I could, Nels. I wish I could. What do you need 96 million for? It seems like a specific number. Yo, Zach Morley and Steen and Stephanie and Dixie and the man himself, Mr. Peter Johnson. Welcome everyone. Oh, that's a lovely drive. So, hopefully I can do something like that. Yo, Steen! Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much for the $5. Thank you indeed. Right, now, I'm just going to put a Kingmaker on. And it's a little bit of elevation here. So I will... And we've got the tailwind as well, so the ball is going to bounce further to the right. So I'll go more like a 1-to-1. Bit of safety for a great right. Oh, good right. I wasn't expecting that. That's the rough. Booty. Great start. Welcome. Thank you for that, Randy. Thank you very much indeed. Wow, everybody's here. Shabe, welcome. Zam, welcome. Good to see you. And Goliath. Thank you all for being here. Goliath is the new name for Lou because that's what his wife refuses to call him during coitus. Yo, Sean, thank you so much for being here. And, man, terribly sorry to hear that news, brother. And, you know, everything is okay for you. Santos. Oh, wow, he missed. So it's going to be a max. I was not expecting a short iron there. 7.5 is going to leave me, and it is going to be basically max. So 5 rings. Ball guide offset. With the backspin and the headwind. But is it enough? That's the question. Probably not. Too much backspin, I reckon. Oh, and a great. Man, what an ugly start to the stream. But it probably would have been short. Maybe not. Who knows? Could have been nice. Well, we get a shootout out of it anyway, because my man inexplicably missed his tiny little chip there. Do we know this guy? I feel like he is known. Yo, Mossy, welcome if I didn't already greet you. Ooh, hello. Mr. Honey Badger. I had exactly the same joy getting home and seeing Fenzel on stream, which is lovely because, you know, most of my American and Canadian friends are not playing Golf Clash when I get home from work. All right, so 35% if it's the headwind or 30% if it is not. So 11.3 is going to be somewhere just over a minimum number for the driver and about 6 backspin. So I'll leave my guide offset. Just a click under 6 backspin and 9.3 on... Whoa, that is definitely not where I want to be landing. 9.3 on the adjustment and my material cue's vanished, which isn't very nice. I'm going to have to release from the right. First time of it perfect. A bit rushed. Landing position looks good. Happy with that. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on the chat, but there's 53 in on a Wednesday tea time, which is just unheard of. So thank you so much for being here. Apologies if I miss anything in the chat. I am trying to catch up. Yo, Robito and Clutch, welcome, and Stephen as well. Amazing. Couldn't think of a better way to spend 30 minutes waiting for the missus than watching and listening to the voice of Golf Clash. That is not an accolade I've ever heard bestowed upon me. Thank you, mate. Thank you. That looks like a nice shot as well. Short, though, and a win. I'm almost certain this is going to be a 3-match series. My man is well chatty. I must know this guy. Does anyone know Jimmy Olsen? Zam, did that not lubricate anything? That amazing shot there. Oh, good. I felt like I was going to have to do an obligatory reply to a good luck there, but it didn't come, so good. So, as there are many amazing streamers and content providers in here, if you could all please, at your leisure, share what you're doing, when you're doing it, what we can expect to see. Amazing stream last night from Peter Johnson. If you like in Tour 12, sometimes Tour 11, then make sure that you know of Peter Johnson, let me tell you. Bearing down on 500 subs, rapid fire. Get on board early. I don't want to put my material queue back on because if I disconnect then I won't have the option of a rematch on the third game, and I want that option of a rematch on the third game. Yeah, Shape, I don't know why. It normally happens right on the first game, but it survived until the second game. Now, this is why you bring the Saturn, just for this hole. And in fact, I'm fairly certain I've got a bag with a Saturn on, just for this hole. Because this is a very makeable eagle. Alex, welcome, welcome. Let's hope it is a good day. Thanks, Charles. Yo, Bob PC guy, welcome, welcome. Oh, Stephen, honestly, it was unbelievable. Now, I try to get right to make sure that I'm playing with my Goliath in every wind, so I have messed up there. I don't even know what the adjustment is. Oh, dearie me. I was meant to under-adjust that to borrow some of that wind, and I think in my haste I just did a max adjustment because I was running out of time. I'm getting unlucky for that. Welcome, Clutch, for 20 minutes. This is what it's like if you're living in the fast lane of software development. Yo, Caddy, welcome, my brother. Great to see you finally match up with Pete last night. Oh dear. What crept in? Yo, Boomer and Dylan. Welcome, thank you for being here. There you go, Tour 9, Tour 10 when he can afford it. Get on board with Chris, man. He's such a good streamer. Alright, so this will be wind dependent, and so it's going to be a wood, which I'll probably play 10% on top of the max number, even though it's not a max number, and go with backspin. So 10 is going to be 8.5. Release from the right again. Oh wow, wow. That must have been very over-adjusted or underpowered. That was awful. See what my man does with the spin. He's certainly starting further forward. Well, that was horrible. That's getting over lovely. There you go. There you go. So, a nice decider coming up. Wretched. I'm very disappointed with that. Very disappointed. More unluckies. Don't give me a good look like you're running away. Oh my gosh. I can only imagine that he had something to do, because he is clearly not someone who doesn't rematch. Yeah, I thought I'd just get my pin chest. That's what happened, because I played when my pin chest wasn't ready. And so I thought, I'll just get my pin chest. Yes, Caddy! Now we're talking. Now we're talking. So this may well be a basic ball. Nils, no, I'm not. I'm the biggest technophobe out there, and that's why my stream looks like this. But I have taken steps to adjust that. And of course it is the traditional monster wind in the face when you get the basic ball on. Mujaharam, welcome. Thank you for being here. Clutch, I watched a little bit of your was it Tour 6 stuff here on the Clutch 2 account earlier on that you did last night. Very enjoyable. Very enjoyable indeed. That's right, Pete. That is absolutely right. You little tinker. My lunchtime is basically just consumed with catching up on any streams that I've missed. See what I did there, Pete? See what I did there? Oh, it's tempting. It's tempting, but it would be foolhardy. I can probably go with some actual spin there. Oh dear. Oh dear. I was not expecting to do that. This could be awful. Get out! Get out! Oh well. I should have gone for it. Wow. Wow. I'm not ready for basic ball. Pull my pants up time. Oh, I haven't turned my Do Not Disturb on. Let me tell you, if you are unfamiliar with the work of Golf Clash Anas, then you are missing out on some of the highest level Masters content out there. You know, Tommy's winning golds every time he streams, and Austin Beck is also putting out content where, you know, he's winning stuff as well. He does recordings like Anas does recordings, but in Anas you're getting someone who is regularly putting out Masters medals. And there aren't many people regularly putting out Masters medals. Wow. This is a pickle. This is a pickle. Boomer, thank you so much for the $10, my friend. That is appreciated. Alright, so I'm going to... just try and slice it round here. Didn't get all the slice. That's come out well. That's come out well. So I just moved about 7 rings over to the left there because it was a side wind, so I didn't need to worry about going right and then left. that's what that was. Nap time. Enjoy your nap, Boomer. Enjoy your nap. Soothing sleep aids is just one of the free services available here. Dixie. So one of my favourite Peter Alice stories was that he once quipped on air whilst commentating on the golf that he was Europe's heaviest baby at the time of his birth. Like, he was like 17 pounds or 16 something high pounds, right? And he said, my mum was only 4'11". She didn't go on many bike rides after that. Oh dear. Right, I'm playing at I need to play at 30%, so I'll play this at min 7.5-ish rings. A little bit of curl. I'm going to play it a little bit more. That much curl. And a great right, obviously. Welcome, lover. So the great right, probably got it a little bit closer, saving it from being even worse than that. So we're going to have a basic ball shootout. Photoshop your medals. Yeah, king of the Photoshop skills right here. I'm sure most of you who have spent any time in Golf Clash Elite in the last, I don't know, couple of years will have seen either directly posted or shared by someone else some of Mr. Bromage's Photoshop skills. They have done the rounds, gone viral many times over. Alright, great. A shootout that I absolutely hate. Oh, look at that wind. This is a horrible, horrible, horrible wind. And it's going to need a massive adjustment as well. Massive adjustment. A little bit of curl to the right. Just helps you come into the right hand side of the pin. It's a bit less effective if you don't put enough backspin on, which is easily understandable, right? Because you don't often see an 18.4 wind. So I'm going to go 5.5 in backspin, and I'm already going to take that as 5 rings, and I'm going to go another 15. No, I'm not. I'm going to go another 17.5. Oh my gosh, it was it was those extra 2. It was those extra 2. I was fortunate to hit the fairway there, and I also forgot my baby curl. Well played, that man. Well played. Sorry, if you don't like seeing basic ball Tour 11 stuff, sorry. But when people from the chat like to match up, then it's always just a little bit of extra spice to take all the toys away. I say take all the toys away loosely, you know, both Caddy and I are enjoying an APOC 7 and Cat 7, so I wasn't claiming hardship, you understand. I wonder if that can go. It's flat. It's not going to go. It's not going to go. Looks left. Looks really left. Stay on! You little tinker. Baby kill, not enough there. Or maybe just the terrible starting position. I like the landing, the judgment of the wind, but disappointing to... Oh dear. Oh dear. Funny. Rick Lefevre, welcome. Good luck. Thank you for that. Thank you. Nice to see you as well. Long time no see. So, Santos GTP, he's going to be streaming together. Oh, look at that. He's assessed what I've done and he thinks I can get over there. And he's probably right, even with a good right. Oh, no. Not with a good right. Good right's rarely good. So make sure you're on board with... Oh my life, look at this wind. It could well be a saviour wind. Wait there, do I need that? Do I need that? 19.3, it's probably uphill. Right, so 13.3 at max. I'm wondering about a slice here. $22 rings. Got most of that. That's a big wind. Now that's come out nice. Didn't want to be too bold on the topspin there, because it would have, the more topspin, the more I would have bounced left on landing there, the opposite way to the hook. Yo, Joe Viviani, welcome. Thank you for the love from Italy. Love returned from Exeter, England. Not at all, Mossy. Not at all. Please, if you think anyone wants to watch this, then by all means, share away. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. We've just been receiving a thank you card and a photo from one of the weddings that we went to in May, which is lovely. It's quite a nice little touch that as soon as we get lots of photos. 4 photos, there we go. So I can't imagine this is going to move a whole cup from there. But it is probably going to move something, so I can probably do that. And if it misses, we'll go to a shootout. That's nice. That's nice to bag an eagle. That I know with that wind, you know, you should always be bagging an eagle, but we both made a total hash of our drive. So to save eagle with basic ball, having made a hash of your drive is somewhat rewarding. Yo, is Santos leaving? No. Being greeted. Gio Viviani, thank you so much for the support, brother. That is appreciate. Hearts out in the chat for Joe Viviani. Come on now. Thank you very much, brother. Right, this will be a very, very good make. He's hit perfect. He's got the rough bump. It's going to die. It's going to die. Now, just in case Ingrid is here, let's get rid of that. I inadvertently, whilst explaining to Pete Johnson how the fact he has all those clubs to upgrade, it triggers me. And then Ingrid said, it's just as bad as those unread clan messages. And I remembered that I had 99 of them for the duration of the stream. Nan GC, thank you for being here. Thanks for the good luck. Oh, hello. It's not enough. Basic ball, that is not enough. If you had 18 right in the back, then that'd be enough, but not 13 to the side. You see what I did there, Pete? I, as a considerate streamer, cleared that just in case Ingrid pops in. She's not even here. Joe Viviani, thank you. What are you doing, brother? My man. And if anyone here is unaware of Golf Clash Italy, I'll say this right now. Golf Clash Italy is a platform run by a variety of Italian streamers. And they're all good value. I'll say they're all good value. However, I only understand what Mr. Viviani is saying because the others are all speaking Italian. So that's, obviously that's the case. I'm not saying that is the problem. I'm just saying that it is when Joe Viviani is streaming that you get the English. And if I was to tell you it's lively over there, I would be somewhat underplaying the vibrancy of that stream. It's a wonderful place to be. Mr. President, welcome and good morning to you. Thank you very much for being here. Yo, Clive Milligan, welcome. Right, this is a very, very, very tough shot. Very tough shot here. And I think he's down near Min as well, isn't he? He did a booming drive. The problem here is it tends to go short because of adjusting down into that bunker. That did not go short. That's a lovely shot. Oh, is it in? Tell me it's in. He's robbed! He's robbed! He's robbed! That should not have happened. I'll tell you what, you so rarely see people even getting near the pin there. That is a tragedy of the highest order. Great shot, Caddy. So we'll be going to a shootout. I'm telling you that because I hate this shot. So I'm going to play it 6-ish rings, and I'm not adjusting down into the bunker. 6.5. Always have a bit for luck here. Well, that wasn't robbed, let's be honest. That was not robbed. However, if it hadn't have lipped out, if it had just rolled over the hole like it sometimes does at pace, it was well on for coming in on the downslope, but alas, it was robbed. Fenzi in the house. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you very much for sharing that. Yeah, if you could get on board with that, if you are aware of Sean, aka Fenzel's Boo, Hater Tot. Wonderful guy, fantastic streamer, 19th brother, and recently lost his father, and that is going to be a fundraiser for that cause. 17.8, so big numbers. Big numbers again. It's probably going to be best part of 15 rings. And curl. I want 6 backspin. I want 5.5 actually, because when I'm curling it, it's going to lose a bit of distance, and it is going to need a lot of curl. Oh no, it's horrible. It's utterly horrible. Massively underadjusted. I probably overpowered it as well, looking at the landing position. And definitely needed more than the 6 backspin that I was toying with. Definitely needed more than that. Tell you what, these basic ball challenges are so much harder than you could ever imagine. I love them. If anyone does want a matchup, you don't have to have a basic ball. Don't think that's the rule. It's just that's what Caddy and I like to do. I bet I overpowered that when I Oh wait there. I can have a look. I think I put the I'm rewinding my own stream for the first time. Fantastic shot there. Getting inside, well, close to 2 yards. Was that it? Was that it? What happened there? I feel like we only had 2. Oh, no. Second one didn't go to a shootout. That's what happened there. All right then, let's start playing some proper golf again. Thank you for that, Caddy. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, I did overpower it. I did. Yeah, so I have enabled the setting that allows rewinding. So if you were here very, very early on, then that wouldn't have been available. But then if you arrived after a couple of minutes, then it would be available. So if it's not, then just refresh your browser and you can rewind any of that. Thanks, Nils. Pat Cop, welcome, and Ola as well. It's me. Great left. Shouldn't matter too much. Might hit the rough. Oh, will be much worse than I was ever anticipating. Oh my gosh, I can't hit my drives. Switch on. That shouldn't really matter from there, but it can do if there's a big headwind. Yo, Stephen, thank you very much for being here, buddy. Great games, Caddy. Absolutely brilliant. Always a pleasure. Oh, and he's laying up. Should I have laid up? Or just put more topspin on? I'm guessing I should have put more topspin on. It was only a tiny little wind. But that is a good play. And he's got nicely down there, which should mean he's got a long iron. It should mean he's got the wood in all the winds. That's nice. I've still got the same option that I had before of the up and down. Don't want that. So you don't need to be very far up this hill to do that shot. So I want to go about 7, maybe 7. Let's have a look. Yeah, 7 and a bit. Great, right. Yeah, horrible. Horrible. What's cooking, Gorge? Oh. I love it when the answer is it's a surprise. Clive, what tour are you playing? What's your experience in the game? How many games have you played? What kind of bag are you using? I mean, in the most simple concepts, I would say there you go. That's the short shot that you usually get. Using the accuracy of your club, you can roughly work out the amount of rings that you need to move. With the simple principle being that 100% accurate club will be one ring, one mile an hour per ring. A 50 accuracy club will be 2 miles an hour per ring, and a 0 accuracy club will be 3 miles an hour per ring. Now that is the maximum club length for a 0 power ball in no wind. So you understand that that's just like a foundation level. So if you're using a power 3 ball, then you obviously need to adjust a little bit more because your ball's travelling further. If you're not going the full distance of your club, then you can play a minimum or medium distance. Now you can get these values from apps, or you can just, I don't know if you're a super maths wizard or if you like numbers a lot, but you can do it in your head or with notes on paper, and just have references by the side. But it's certainly easier with an app because it's so much quicker, because you don't need to work anything out. So here I can say 9.8 wind, I've got a power 3 ball on, and I'm going to play this just less than 15% extra, so I'll play this about 8.5 rings. I'm going to play it with my cat, even though it is a little bit of a headwind. I want to offset that as much as possible and go, what did I say? I said about 8.5 rings. Maybe just haven't got a clue curl as well. Get over. Heavy-handed on the backspin there. Should have probably gone with 4 instead of 4 and some. But not a terrible result. Very beatable, but certainly it is going to win some shootouts. Yo, Joe Viviani, again, my friend, thank you so much for the support. You're too kind. Now, Beastie Boars, he hasn't got the wind so much in the face, but that still looks really heavy-handed on the backspin. And he's now going to have to use power as well, which he seems to be underpowering. And a great. I wouldn't be surprised if this clipped the rough or the sand. Yeah, you always need to be careful with your backspin and how the wind is going to affect it. I've just won 1,000 shootouts on Dougie. That's good. That's nice. So, collect some gems. Oh, don't forget we're in a fight as well for the league. There we go. That just leaves one more. That leaves one more. All right, let's win some trophies back, get to the top of that league before the Wednesday surprise tea arrives, courtesy of Lady Kim. Yeah, Fenty is a legend. See you when you get back, Stephanie. 2,100 games, playing 3,001 million tours every now and again. So you've probably got some decent clubs, I would imagine. And are you using the sniper? Oh, this is a lovely wind. Should be able to get somewhere near the green with a Kingmaker on here. Is he contemplating going to the second fairway directly? So let's see if I can make a better fist of this than in the very first game when I hit a good right. That's the aim. Don't need a cat. You don't need a cat. unless you're playing Masters tournaments or Tour 11 or 12. Yo, Katie B in the house. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Right, 12 with a wind really, really in our backs. So I'm going to allow for a 1-to-1 adjustment here. Which... What? Is my wind not as good? That's the hero angle. Get on the green. Get in the hole. That's a shame. Sniper level 8, 4.5 million. Well, hitting perfect is just about technique. And it's a straight wind in my back as well. So this is a very makeable Nirvana shot I've got here, as is this a very makeable Thorn for Volcant. So hopefully this is going to be halved in eagles and onto a shootout. Yeah, so hitting perfect, and obviously hitting perfect on a sniper is going to hurt you a lot less than hitting perfect on if you're using a big dog, if you ever need it for a long par 5. But yeah, it's just practice, working out your timing, having a system. I try to release from the left unless I'm running out of time. Oh dear. But you just got to find a system that works for you. I always found that the longer it goes, the more likely I am to hit a great ball. So in the olden days, I would release on the first pass, but when they changed the needle speeds, then that was no longer possible, and it became a problem to hit perfect doing that same setup. So this ain't moving at all. So let's just get it in the hole. And then I've got a different system for my Nirvana and sand iron as well, sand wedge. So for those ones, I look at my finger, making sure my finger's absolutely dead center, and I'm focused on my finger, and I'm watching the needle, but not focusing on it. And then I look up at the time that I'm going to release on the next pass, and then just release. So it's all about at the point when I look up, whereas for normal shots it's just over to the right, back to the left, and release. Again, not if it's an overpower shot, I'll help myself to an extra one on those. So that was nice. That was a nice little eagle on that one. Felt a little bit aggrieved to be running through the green on that, but I knew as soon as it landed, or before it landed, that it was the hero angle. Okay, so again we've got a nice wind here that we can set up a lovely little cat approach. It looks like Chris is going to play exactly the same way. Yeah, Clive, there are countless incredible players and extremely helpful people as well here who can talk you through any adjustments. But yeah, I would just look after your bank. The most important thing on every tour is to make sure that you can get to within a couple of yards on the shootouts, on every shootout in every wind. Because if you're regularly hitting it, oh dearie me, Yeah, if you're regularly hitting it inside a yard and a half, of course you're going to lose. Of course you're going to lose some. It's not about winning every game. It's about playing well, and being able to, put yourself in that position to win more games. And that's just by being consistent. Right, I'm not going to power this. I just want it to land down here with very little anything. Great left. Still going to come in lovely. Oh, we don't worry about a great left with an APOC 7. No. Marquibri, welcome. Good afternoon to you. Thank you for being here. So we might have to bounce over as well. Thanks, Rubido. Oh, Brian. In this case, I adjust according to whatever playing the percentages is. So I definitely allowed for like 35% elevation there because, or not elevation, get that word out your head, 35% over adjustment on top of the max. Because even like going a fraction over, you're totally goosed because you're going to hit the rough, end up in the sand. Been greedy many times there. Oh no. Oh no. Well, we don't want to win like that, but I also don't want to wait 30 seconds for the privilege of whatever's coming my way, so I'm going to miss my putt. Right, 10-3. 10-3. I'm going to play 7.5 rings. Great right. Should have given it the full beans. And I left a few off. Oh, that's actually a horrible putt. Ingrid's got me paranoid now about not reading my messages. Thanks, Clive. Thank you so much for being here. Best of luck in your struggles, man. Best of luck. And always ask, especially if it's a certain shootout hole, be as specific as you can. If you can, share shots or record shots and share them, then, dinner smells absolutely delicious. Then that's, the more information you can provide, then the better. I can tell you it is not leftovers today. But I'm already hopeful that there will be leftovers tomorrow. Oh, gosh, I'm going to miss my putt and he's still going to be in the rough. You can have a get in the hole as well. Hopefully 6, Santos. Hopefully 6. Just speaking selfishly, of course, because that's only 11 o'clock my time, which will probably mean some kind of dual streaming with Santos in one ear and Mr. Peter Johnson in the other ear. If any of you 53 people in here are unaware of the genius and brilliance of Pete Johnson or Santos GTP, they're streaming this evening at the same time. Oh. I'm not giving him 2 shots. We might get a rematch, because I thought I gave him a shot. I don't think they do rematch, though. Very often. But Chris does! Get on! You know, I don't want to win like that. I don't want to win like that at all. So, and there would probably be times that wouldn't happen, and sometimes it can't happen because you've already tapped in, and when people time out, it's a lot harder to do going first. But for people that don't do that, I don't ever think, there's no obligation to do that. And, if I was like starting out on a tour, or even concerned about my bank in any way, shape or form, I'm going to rip your arm off for any win I can get. It's not the situation I'm in. So therefore it doesn't matter if I lose that game or what have you. So it's, be as generous as you feel you can be, I would say. That's lovely. Oh, gosh, that... Deary me. He barely landed on the green. Oh, sorry, on the second fairway. But I just guess the amount of topspin that you need, it's probably safer just to roll through than try and go over directly. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he was greedy. So what we're doing for elevation, it's barely any elevation, so I'm just going to play 10% on top of this, so 5.5-ish rings. That's the amount of power I need, and I'm not going to curl this. I've made the mistake too often of going into that greedy rough on the right hand side. Ooh! Probably a little bit shy on the power there. A few beans light, eh, Pete? So, yeah, this is often a hole where being in the rough or the sand is not going to hurt you. And don't get me wrong, this would be a fantastic effort if Chris gets on the green here, but it is definitely possible. Now, Robito, I was so focused on the game I didn't. Lover, did you just do an uh-oh? It was picked up on in the chat. They want to know what the drama is.
Sorry?
They want to know what the drama is. It was picked up on in the chat.
Oh, just some bits from the bin spilt on the floor.
Bin spillage. Disaster averted. Oh, sand to the sand. Oh, I can't just emoji the guy. I can't. Yo, Adam, calm. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for being here, buddy. Now, what did I see? It's one topspin, I think. I'm trying to remember. Oh. Am I thinking of something else? Am I thinking of something else? Right, so this is basically no adjustment as well. 8-2 is going to be... six and some. No idea where this is going to go, be honest with you. Let's see. It's a little booty. Yomitsu, thank you for being here. Apologies that I missed your arrival. If I've missed anyone else's arrival, Brian Johnson, did I say hello to you? I didn't. Welcome. Thank you for being here, buddy. All your support's appreciated. 65 in here. Plenty of silent assassins and secret lovers. I'm delighted you're here. Hope you're having a nice time. It's definitely going to be Tour 11 this week, but watch out for Tour 12 content coming up soon. Next week, I imagine. Not next week, tournament week, the week after, you know what I mean. I ain't streaming during tournament week other than tournament content, which, if anyone's interested, is going to be 3 experts once again. Oh dear, great with the wind. In she goes. Creeping in. Al, welcome. Thank you for making your way here and for speaking up as well. Pleasure to have you in here, buddy. It's going all right, actually. Getting a few trophies back that I lost last night. Chris is up for it. He's up for it. He's thinking he ain't taking me for a 3-0. But let's see, shall we? How long, Gorge? Half an hour. Start your half an hour clocks. It is Tour 1 content. It is the last half an hour of the stream. I am ready for whatever bounty Lady Kim is preparing. I'm probably going to lay up here. Might see how this drive goes and then what my wind angle is, but I find any whiff of a headwind, even this little tinker, that bunker is massively in play, even with a max overpower. It's got to be a max overpower, but it's just dicing with death unnecessarily, I think. Curry sauce with fish and chips, yes or no? Of course. Oh, he snuck out of it. Now, of course, if I do that shot, I'm going to be buried in that bunker. But at least with my layup shot, I don't think I'm going to be like overly disadvantaged to where my man is. This is probably a pussy move. Shall we just go for it? Let's just go for it. Come on. Come on, then. But, you know my concerns. Great right. I didn't want to grate into the wind there. So there's the sand confirmed. Why did I change my mind and look at that wind as well? Would have been straight over with the Cat 7 from where I was going to lay up to, but there is an outside chance that a Spitfire could get over here as well. Looking at his landing position, we're going to get crazy. Jonathan Norris 5. Welcome. Thank you for being here, buddy. Of course, Dixie, it's curry sauce with fish and chips. Of course, or mushy peas. But I'm not offended by either. Taya, my brother, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. You're never at a disadvantage with a Cat 7. You are correct, Fenzi. Of course you are correct. I hope so, Teo. I hope so. We're gonna. Oh, I can't get creative with a hook though, because there's clearly a tree right there, which means this is gonna need to be a regular Max overpower shot. He's giving it a get in the hole. So, what are we saying here? 10-4 is going to basically be 10-ish rings. Oh, wow. Didn't need that curl. That's disappointing. Oh dear. I couldn't oh, what you mean hook it with max left spin? That might have been an option. Might well have been an option. Could have given me I could have done a no curl hook as well. Just left spin. Pull straight back. That's a shame. Oh well. Oh well. You know, if you don't halve it out of the sand, then your own fault, innit? And he avenges himself with a 2-1. Well played that man. Alright, still doing well. So much for that perfect ball, eh? Scott Taylor, welcome. Scott Boyd, indeed. It is the first Endbringer power slice of my Golf Clash career. Too much curl. Yes, we have a second basic ball off of the stream. How many rings is that slice? Well, it was a headwind, so, and I was nowhere near full distance, so I just basically adjusted like the wind. That's a nice shot. I mean, it's a nice shot, as in it's gone exactly where he intended it to go beautifully, but I would never go left. It's going to be interesting with this, though. Because I actually want to borrow some of that wind. I'm going to leave some adjustment for what the curl's going to do, because it is a headwind. And I'm going to adjust for 8 rings. That's where you want to be. So basically, if I was to pick the ball up and place it where I wanted, that's where I'd have put it. This shot is a horrible shot for me. I don't like it at all. And having to judge topspin now, you know, is probably even worse for a massive tailwind, because to try and control topspin, which you need, obviously, to get over, but to stop the ball is... That's where the problem lies, not getting over this rough, stopping the ball. Whereas I'll be able to play without spin. But look at my man, what a player, what a player. Alright, so I can just adjust here at max without without any form of spin whatsoever. So 8-3, I think it says. I'll go just a little less. A tiny little less. Nice shot. Gold Hades, welcome. Ahn, welcome, welcome. I hope you're all as excited about my dinner as I am. Right, so, basic ball shootout. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Oh, it's this monster as well. This is going to change everything. No, it isn't, because it's a big headwind. But it is going to change everything in the sense that we're no longer going to be playing the minimum distance, because we're not starting near the minimum. So it's more likely going to be the medium number. So, you know, what we're looking at here is going to be, you know, somewhere approaching 15-ish rings. And you are really going to miss that left spin in this wind as well. That is a damn good effort. That is a damn good effort. Not something you can put an emoji up for without looking like you're taking the piss, but I can tell you that was a very, very good effort. Alright, so I'm going to play 16 rings with 5 backspin. Oh, and loads of curl. Oh my life, I nearly forgot the curl. Oh, huge under adjustment on the rings. Luckily I went light enough on the backspin to steal a win from a much better shot, but such is the way. Such is the way in this game sometimes, that a terrible shot is going to be coming off better than an unlucky decent shot. And when it's you coining in the gold, don't feel so bad. Santos, thank you for your support. I love seeing your face in here. Welcome as always. Look forward to seeing you tonight. If it's 7 o'clock Eastern, I will just be popping in to say hello. Hello, look at this wind. If it's 6 o'clock Eastern, then I will be with you for 45 minutes or so. But enjoy your stream. Have a fantastic time, my friend. Ta-ra, Santos. Yo, Duddy, welcome, welcome. Thank you for that. Yeah, it's definitely coming out better today. But everything can change, especially when you're playing an absolute monster in a basic ball of. That only encourages me to go straight for the green, because I think we've got the angle here. I think we can at least hit the sand. At least. The first sand, I mean. Great right. At least hitting the first sand. So if it's a choice between my sand and Flannel Face's sand, then it's my sand all day long. What do you know, Teo? What do you know? You think you just because you play Masters tournaments you can lord it over me? This is a tricky shot. Because that headwind basically means that even if he gets his first bounce on the edge of the fairway, he'll be lucky to get over. Land it on the rough, absolutely bob ope. Yeah, Teo, and proud as well, and proud. Alright, let's try and find the funnel. Should be the perfect wind for the funnel. Let's see. Great right. Oh. Oh. It's not funnel time. 'Tis not funnel time. Oh my life, dinner smells utterly delicious. Get in, get in, get in. Oh, it's stopped on the edge. You don't need to roll very far up that hill for it to roll back down into the hole. So. It's a surprise, Arnie. It's a surprise. Wow. And I am very excited because it smells utterly delicious. And, you know, anytime you ask and you're told it's a surprise, it's a good surprise. No one's going to say it's a surprise and then serve up a pile of tripe, are they? So,
Beans on toast.
it's not beans on toast. I know what beans on toast smells like. All right. So, just wondering about which funnel it is easier to hit. And I like the left funnel. That is a lot of curl, but I usually use all the side spin. So that's why that came out so wretched. Overcompensating, but at least it's going to be a fairly straightish long iron. It's definitely a long iron. Do it. And I do believe... Oh, Albert, I've never eaten it, but I can tell you from my time in China, when I had 3 weeks travelling there, the first week of that was in Beijing, and the smell of tripe soup fills the air in the streets of Beijing, and it can literally turn my stomach. It is awful. So bad. Right, so it's between min and mid, 12.8, no adjustment for elevation or anything else. I'm going to play it at 5 rings with No spin. 5 rings. Maybe a bit less. Fraction under. And that much curl. Again, you know, I would normally be using the side spin. Too much. Way too much. Probably needed a quarter of a backspin on that as well. Tough with a basic. Anytime you change your ball, I mean, credit to the people that are using every single type of ball on tour play, because it is so hard to know what your adjustments are and what your spin needs to be and how your shootouts are going to be affected for all those different balls. Spent a month in Shenzhen. If it was utterly rancid, then it's entirely possible, Albert. Scott Boyd, very good effort. Very, very, very good effort indeed. Teo, I find the left more consistent than the right. But yeah, I've seen it drop loads of times from the right. Is that for me? Wow. Come on then, buddy. I know you're not going to have a 3-zip. Not having a 3-zip. Alright, so... 5.5 backspin. 5.5 backspin and 11 rings-ish. Maybe 12. Maybe 11.5. No curl this time. No, we don't want to hit that knuckle there. If you're wondering what that was, it was definitely an under adjustment rather than too much backspin. Just because you're going to roll off the edge if you don't put enough backspin on, whereas I landed way short. Is this going to prove or disprove my point, I wonder? So, overpower, a little bit of curl. Whereas my man did a perfect adjustment, so that overpower killed him. But I still believe that if he hadn't put that overpower on and he had landed on the edge of that fairway with that little amount of backspin, he would have rolled off the edge and been 8 yards into that bunker. Well, not into the 8 yards into the bunker, 8 yards from the pin in the bunker. That's what I believe, but unfortunately we didn't get the chance to have it proved or disproved. But yeah, minimum 5 backspin. Minimum, if you're playing that blind bounce over. Albert. Yes, who doesn't love Beijing? Unfortunately, the Beijing that I saw all got ripped down and rebuilt for the Olympics because they didn't want the world to see the real Beijing, which is a shame because it was a wonderful place. So let's just try and tap it up here. Hopefully not be in the sand this time. There we go. So that will either be setting up a Goliath, rough bump or backspin shot, or if it was a crazy savage headwind, potentially a cat, but I can't imagine that's the case. Look at this Thor 7. It's a thing of beauty. It is a thing of beauty. Roro, welcome. Thank you for being here, buddy. What are they selling at BJ's, Roro? Yeah, I can imagine, Albert. Oh, wow, he has not used that Thor 7 to great effect. But unless this wind is massively in the face, a Spitfire will be able to get over. Alright, so I'm going to play the backspin. Play the backspin shot with plenty offset. Plenty offset. And it's most of this club as well. So you don't need to get very far up this green. So I'm going to go 7 rings. And a bit. 7 and a bit rings. Oh, for flipping Nora. Oh, and the great left has flattered that. But a decent effort. Perfect would have come in to the right, obviously. So an over adjustment after all of that. A grocery store on steroids, man. It's going to need to bounce over. Oh, wow, it sounds like we've got some pretty big Asdas. And that was the plural of Asda, by the way, not the frequently mispronounced 4-letter word. I get you, like Costco. Understood. So, tricky shot here for Renee. And that's as good as he could have hoped for. JJ, welcome, my brother. Always nice to get your trophies back on the stream, I can tell you that much. Disappointing to lose them on stream and get them back off stream. Ooh, is that is this trickier than it looks, Pete? Oh, as soon as it starts glitching like that, I'm out of that shot. I'm out of that topspin shot. Oh, what's he found here? You got your pen and a pad ready, Pete? No. Put it away. Put it away. Pete called it. He called it straight away. Get on, boy. Of course, I never find myself in that situation. More trophies. More trophies. Didn't think that would happen. Oh yes, Eric, it's on. It's on. And we are still there in 22nd place. Still there. Look at this, I'm like last or something. Got to grind another 1,000 just to catch up the next base. Tyler the Beast. Come on then. Come on then. Bless you, my love. Time check?
5 minutes.
I can tell you this will be the last hole of the stream. So I'll say now, thank you so much for the support. It's been wonderful having you in here. We've got a nice wind as well. So we can just strap a Titan on and booyah. We're going. Javier is going to show us the way. Clutch. It's probably possible with the Kingmaker. Depending on how far over he lands, then I might go Kingmaker here. The important thing on this shot is to get the whole, like, I need all the left on. You don't need all the left on. I mean, you need a bit more than my man had on, but you don't need all the left on. So, steady on if you play that. Globe, not on this account, though, I have got a turbo ball, which I'm not going to use, but I've got one. I'm just showing off, basically. Good left. See, that's what the presence of... This is what happens if you put all the left on, what I was saying about not doing before. It's come out alright, actually. But when Kimmy bends down in front of you... hits a good left all day long. Is Clutch going again? Bye, Clutch. And everyone as well. Everyone. Thank you so much for being here. What a fantastic stream. I love these tea time streams. Fantastic. Get home from work, watch a bit of Fenzi, hop on, hang out with y'all. Lady Kim provides a wonderful, delicious bounty. I mean, what could be better than that? That is living your best life right there. Get in the hole. No, it's not gone high enough. So, if anyone is about supporting Mr. Peter Johnson tonight, or Santosh GTP tonight, or anyone else who might be streaming, we normally get a little bit of Board PC Guy most nights. Chris Davis Hagen over at GC Addict TV, he's normally about every day. Ditto Head is normally about every day. Loads of people are about every day. If you find yourself where those places are that people are about every day, let's give it a bit more. Then I'll probably be hanging out with you later. When whatever has been provided has been demolished. That was terrible. Haven't missed a night off all month, if I'm not mistaken. That's dedication to the cause. That is dedication to the cause. And look, as someone who is fairly new to the streaming game, I can tell you that Clutch is an absolute beast of a player with a wonderful, individual, unique way. He's got his own style. He's super calm, lovely, like music, super chill, like lift music going on in the background. It's a different vibe. None of this horrific NCS dance music, which I greatly appreciate. NCS, thank you for providing it. But yeah, just a different vibe over there. Additional visual aids for both the hearing impaired and people watching on mute, so his voice is like auto minuted. It's a fantastic place to be. Yo, Stephen, this is the last hole because the bounty has nearly been prepared. I've had the 5-minute bell ring and it smells delicious in this house. Who is going on next? That is the good question. Who is streaming next? Please tell us what you're doing when you're doing it. We'll all be there. Sorry there, Stephen. Did you race back at breakneck speed with the missus wondering what's going on? That's a lovely shot. I did drop this for anyone who was wondering on the back 9 of my main account, I dropped 7 going right for the only time. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play it again. That's a massive wind. 13.4. I haven't got a clue what I'm adjusting here. It's going to be a lot. A lot, I'm saying a lot. Maybe 11.5 rings? That's a guess. And I have not allowed either. This is just going to be horrible. I think I needed to underplay that. Just... Oh, I'm okay with that. It's a defeat, but it's 2 nice shots. So, thank you all again. Pleasure having you in here. Absolutely wonderful hanging out with you all. So, I'll see you again for more of this week. If you're about, if you can stomach any more, then do make sure you've hit that bell. And if you are about around the streams, then I'll definitely be seeing you there supporting everyone else. Look, Peter Johnson, 30 minutes. Do not miss out on what this will be, because it's going to be phenomenal. So, Peter Johnson, what is it going to be tonight, Pete? Tearing up Tour 12 again? I hope so. Thank you all again for your support. Thank you for everyone who has donated through the Super Chat. It's just amazing. It's appreciated. It's not needed, but it is greatly appreciated. And yeah, I'll be seeing you soon. Have a jolly nice Wednesday.